Good afternoon, everybody. Our esteemed judges, our participants, their connections, and our loving partners. I was asked here to be here on speaking on my journey on how public speaking has impacted my life. My name is Ritesh Raj Gurung, and I work, at the moment, I'm engaged with coaching people in public speaking and chronic healing. For me, I grew up as a very socially awkward kid. I didn't know how to speak or connect with other people. I thought that I would never become somebody who's going to be confident or out there, right? So that changes you as a person when you're a child. What I used to feel is speaking holds one of the most important ways how we connect with people, whether it's through, saying a person how much you mean to them, whether it's saying I love you, whether it's saying, being out there in your company and representing sales and how you present yourself. Speaking is something that we all need to inculcate and cultivate, right? That is where public speaking comes. The first season of Talking Titans actually happened in 2019, and around that time I had just finished grad school. I was comfortable with myself, everything was going well, and I thought to myself that something is missing. Around that time, I opened my Instagram app and saw that Malvika was basically doing an advert for Talking Titans, right? So seeing that, I felt like I need to put myself in a level of discomfort. Now you might be thinking, why discomfort? Because every time, if you reflect in our lives, when we have been in discomfort, there has been growth. Whether it's a very toxic relationship, whether it's somebody you know and love going through a toxic time or a very bad time, or even yourself, if there's a problem, it makes you smarter, it makes you compassionate, and it helps you learn and move forward. So moving on, I registered, went there, gave a speech about how, a beautiful lotus comes out of the most thickest level of mud. And, I basically happened to move forward with the techniques, tools given by our mentors, and was able to win the competition. Fine, that's good. Got the cash prize, pretty happy. And made connections. It made me push myself towards one level of thing that I would never thought I would do, coach people, right? So I worked very closely with Sharda Productions from there on forward, coaching people, and they put me towards in situations where I had to go help people with the speeches, help them come out of their nervousness and things like that. So it was very amazing how Sharda Productions can basically have these abstract ideas and synthesize them into the most concrete principles and help every brand or every person who comes to them for help to be out there and successfully get their ideas forward. So reflecting on my journey, I would like to end on a note by saying that do not be afraid to speak out. Do not be afraid to express yourselves, because that is how we understand people. From ancient times, we have had discourses through public speaking or just telling stories around a circle on a fire, right? And furthermore, I would like to say that, the art of speaking doesn't necessarily have to be taught. It is inbuilt us within, because we're human beings and we know how to speak, right? So do not be afraid to speak. Do not be afraid to communicate with others, because, that is what life is. Connect with other people, right? We learn how to love, we learn how to speak, we learn how to be out there, and that is what just life is. Thank you.